Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
26, Come on. Watch the pass.
Play fake. Murray. They'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's the option. He'll pitch it back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
45. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Well, Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady throwing left side. He's got Gronk complete. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
Fournette, a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in the game. Receiver coaches preach their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Gold is able to put it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On play action, now Brady. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a give to Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Fournette running out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
To Evans on the slant. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Leonard Fournette. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Brady now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He'll return it from the 6. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. On second and a couple, Murray. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Throwing now is Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Wait, 20. Let's go, cover. Let's go. You tighten up.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, Brady. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of him.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Complete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This is caught by Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Wait, 10, 29. Alpha. Wire. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Fournette. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Brady's throw there complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Wait, 10, wait, 20. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive. What do we call that? Short-lived? Very. Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive? Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it up. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead. Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut. And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're 1 play away from doing it. They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done, because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Big ass open, big ass open.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Go on. 26 Mike. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Let's get some penetration here.
Murray going to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Wait, 20.
This is Fournette, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And down to the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Fournette going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
You got troops, son. He took you to school.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Come off the ball. Kill.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Hey, tight down, there you go.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Murray. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown. Rondell Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Brady to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth. Gold with the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Prater on to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Brady. The quick slant caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gutt.